Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we're doing a little bit of an unboxing, a little bit of a presentation. I got a little care package from rePotme recently and I'm very excited about the grow lights. If you know me, I am a grow light person and I've been eyeing these for a while. Initially they went out of stock, but then they came back again and rePotme sent me 2 of their grow lights. They have 4 new grow lights in total, and I will have to say I find these a lot more appropriate for home growers who might have just a few orchids than the other grow lights they have, which are absolutely phenomenal as well, but they're more for like big spaces and these types of applications, maybe grow tents. These ones are for living rooms, and I'm a living room girl. Can I describe myself as, I don't know. So I've been waiting to open the boxes of these and try them out. I already have plans for them. But anyway, these are the Lumina. Listen, in Romanian, Lumina means light. So the Lumina Orchid Grow Light. Full spectrum, all-purpose grow lamp. Very excited. I read about them a little bit. They're a 4000 K light, so we should have a really beautiful color. Not that really stark daylight, which is more blue than anything, I hope. So very happy to look at them, but I also have a few other stuff. The most gorgeous watering can, which I will use downstairs because I never water my downstairs plants because I don't have a watering can and I'm too lazy to get my watering can here, which broke. So I might retire it finally. Anyway, and I also have some new little pots to look at, and there's another one, but it's downstairs because I have plans for it. Anyway, very excited about this one. This is a self-watering pot, which is ginormous, and I already know what orchid will go there. Do you know what orchid will go here, actually? Yes, the big white Phalaenopsis that has not been potted for the past 3 years. I didn't repot it, and it needs a lot more space because she's a monster, the one with the big lip, but she's a beautiful monster. And this pot has her name on it. There we go. This one, I was thinking about a Cattleya. Maybe the lady in red, because it's a red pot. These self-watering pots I have used before and I really like them. They're the types that have the cones that go in, which I prefer to the wick ones. So absolutely, I have some Cattleyas. I wouldn't want to put a Phalaenopsis in this, it's just too pretty. And Phalaenopsis tend to grow big. So I will put a Cattleya, maybe the lady in red, or we'll see. There are some Cattleyas that absolutely need repotting. Maybe I'm not gonna put the lady in red, I don't know, we'll see. But I really do like these self-watering pots. And as you know, I do have some orchids in self-watering pots. They're really great here in my area. So yeah, I just wanted to show you these first because we will work with them in a different video. As I told you, I will have some repottings to do. This has a beautiful color, but what I'm most excited for are these, and I have been waiting a little bit to even open the box, so we do this on camera so we see how they look like right here. So let's start with the tiny one. This is Lumina Orchid. This is the tiniest one, I think. Even if it's the tiniest one, it still is adjustable. It has a telescopic arm and it has adjustable light, right? Yes, a built-in timer, a dimmer, power switches. Fantastic. Here we have it. Oh, she's so cute. We're just gonna need an adapter because I don't use, this is the US plug. It's a USB plug. I can get a USB plug. For now, for today, just to test it out, I'm gonna use an adapter. They do work with 100 to 240 volts, which is the voltage we use here in Europe. So they work both in the US and also in other parts of the world, like in the European Union. Even says here, input 100 to 240 volts, output 2000 milliamperes, 5 volts. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get an adapter that is suitable for my plugs. Today I'm gonna use this one because it's easy, it's USB, everything should be USB, I swear. And it's so cute. This is of course meant for one plant. If you have one plant that you love and you don't have any light in your home, this I believe is a beautiful, suitable grow light to have in your home. If you're just in it for one or two plants, you don't have like hundreds like I do. Righty. So you have some instructions here. I'm gonna go through them really, really fast so I know what I'm doing. It's a 10-watt light. The controller has, wow, nice. We have some options here. We have 3 timer modes, 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. Beautiful. I would not suggest you to have your orchids lower under lights for lower than 8 hours. 8 hours is a minimum. I find the schedule very suited, and if you can do 16 hours, why not? Your orchid will not be sad about it. You have to provide downtime as well. Orchids need nighttime. So 16 hours, if you really want to enjoy your orchids all day, absolutely fine. Not more than that though. Brightness, 5 levels of dimming options, 100%, 80, 60, 40, 20, on off switch. Right, really easy. You can have this telescopic arm at a maximum length of 28.27 inches and a minimum length of 7.68 inches. I don't know what it means in centimeters. I cannot envision what that means, but we'll see. Recommended potted plants, orchids, herbs, basil, parsley, thyme. I didn't think about that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic for herbs as well. Flowers, danthus, coreopsis, gazania, phlox. Phlox? Really? Aren't phlox tall? Succulents. You get the point. Let's try to put it together, and I think you just push it in. Look at that. Let's see how tall. Oh. Alrighty, it can go very tall. Look at that. Right, and this is actually a stake. You can use this as an actual stake for flower spikes. I've seen it on their website. I am very, very excited about this one. So let me go find an adapter and I shall be right back. Right, so I got myself the beautiful, beautiful Tico Elegante crushed with cerulean. I also found an adapter. These adapters I used to use with my Barina grow lights, but then my husband just cut the wires and installed the UK plug that we use here. Right, so there we go. Let's see. This one I'm not going to, should I? Yeah. This orchid has a lot of roots, so I'm gonna try to avoid them a little bit, but yeah, let's see. Ah, there we go. So I can adjust the light, but we'll see how much adjusting it needs. Let me plug it in. Okay, ooh, there we are. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see on camera. I'll try to give you close-ups. The light, it's not that blue stark light. It's actually great. It does have, I do believe, some red wavelengths because it's a warmish color that I absolutely adore. It's not as warm as the Barinas. It's warm daylight, I would say. So let's see the intensity. Okay, this is the most intense. Then we go gradually lower. Do we notice? I hope we can notice. I'll give you close-ups and everything. This is absolutely fantastic. So I could even go closer to my orchid with this, and it's absolutely fantastic. You know what? I think I should have put it a little bit more close the middle because my orchid is leaning that way. But anyway, that's just, it depends on your orchid. But there you are. Oh, this is spectacular. I can have my orchids in my living room. Right, so depending how close you go to the actual orchid, let's see. Oh, I can go very close. This is too close. This would be too close. Depending how close you go to the orchid, you will provide more or less light. I'll give it, this being a 10-watt light is not extremely, extremely bright. For a Phalaenopsis, it's perfect. And especially for a mini Phalaenopsis, I think it's perfect. For a mini Cattleya, I think it's good as well. Let's put it a little higher up. Yes, I would go with it a little bit more towards the middle, but I think it's great as well. But yeah, it's more on the lower side. It's more on the Paphiopedilum, Phalaenopsis type, Oncidiums as well. But because it is small here, I wouldn't go for like plants that like to sprawl. Although, hold on, I have the lights on and oh, okay. Yeah, I would say this is more of a medium type of light, and it would go more with orchids that don't require super bright light. But for Phalaenopsis, I think it's great, and I think that's the idea with them. Phalaenopsis or tinier plants or tinier herbs even. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. I love the color, and this will be gorgeous in my living room. All right, so this has been the smallest one. This is the Lumina Orchid. Yes, the Lumina Orchid Full Spectrum Grow Light. And the light is really nice and sweet. It's a warm white situation. It's not too red, not too blue, not too anything. It's just warm white, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Right, so now let's try this light. I think we have enough light. I don't need to turn on the light above just so we can see these better. Right, so we can, oh, okay, on the device you will have an LED, a green LED showing you what setting it is on. You can have it on 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, or none at all, just be on and off like this. Oh, it has a dim up and dim down. Nice. Very nice. So I will be using it in the living room, and I'll tell you more about it after I use it. Alrighty, next up we have the Lumina Glow. This I do believe is the second largest light that they have. They also, oh no, not the second largest, maybe the third. They also have a clip-on, more long LED tube-like thing, and they also have more of a lamp, a bigger or longer lamp. You can put several plants under it. And this one is still on a leg, but it does have its own leg. Also, this is a 9-watt one. Again, works with 100 to 240 volts. It has a 4000 K color temperature, but it is actually, I think, bigger as size goes. Mildly bigger, but it has a little leg. And this is the actual light. And this one actually doesn't come with a USB plug. This comes with a normal plug. Now, this one doesn't actually have that dimmer and stuff, but it says an automatic timer ensures your plants receive the ideal light consistently, while the adjustable height caters to plants of varying sizes. The lamp's sophistication extends to its matching base, designed not only to complement the overall aesthetic, but to also function as a saucer, catching excess water. Oh yeah, it is actually a saucer, catching excess water. The Lumina Glow, where contemporary design meets effortless plant care. Oh, I understand. So it does have a seal here. You'll see it's a rubber seal. So if you want to use this as a saucer, you can. Oh, I see. Now we are going to place the light. Oh, okay. So with this, you can put it further up or further down. It has a little bit of a rubber thing here. So I can place this here like so. If you have 2 tiny plants, I think this could be enough for 2 tiny plants. Alrighty, so it does have the same color temperature. It also has the on and off here. And I'm not sure how long, maybe it says on the website, I'll put it on the screen if it does, how long the timer lasts actually. Is it 12 hours? Oh, we suggest setting your light with a schedule of 16 hours on and 8 hours off. And again, I would say that for a mini Phalaenopsis, this is absolutely enough. For a miniature Cattleya, I think it's gonna be okay as well. We can go a little lower with the light on this if we so desire. Kind of like so, and I think it's actually really cute if you want to give it more light. But yeah, I think it's made for a miniature Phalaenopsis more than anything, or 2 tiny or even 3 tiny succulents. I think that would be great. I think it looks absolutely cute. And you know, if you just have a few orchids, 1 orchid or whatever, and you want to make a nice arrangement in your home, which is what I'm going to do with them, I think it's absolutely great. Again, when grow lights first appeared, usually had those big like Mars Hydro grow lights and stuff that I personally never accepted a sponsorship from, or I never purchased one because I don't have utility for it. I'm just like a home grower. Yes, I have 300 orchids or whatever, but I have them in a home. I don't need that like super massive light. And I also did, if you remember, I tried out one of the rePotme lights, which was absolutely fantastic. It was very bright. But again, I gave it away actually to one of my viewers because I don't have applications for it. I have just home growing type of setups. And this, you know, if I were a home grower that really wants to display 1-2 orchids, and you know, you want to match the aesthetic maybe of your house, I think these are great. Oh, and I think my orchid is starting to smell. The light is not that very blue light, which I personally really dislike. It's more of a warm toned white, as I was saying, and I think it's really, really cute, and I cannot wait to try them in my living room. And by the time that I upload this video, I will show you how they look like in my living space. Anyway, though, for now, that is about it, and I will include some more footage in this video with these lights in my living room. Alrighty, so with that said, thank you so much, rePotme, for sending these to me. I was super looking forward to the lights. They're really, really beautiful. And I'm really happy they cater to home growers because that's what my channel caters for as well. Don't get me wrong, the big grow lights, they're great, but they're too big. They're an overkill. But anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed this little presentation of the new rePotme lights and the other stuff. And stay tuned for the repottings. The repottings will come. I have a lot of repottings to do. It is time. So yeah, hope you are up for some repotting videos. Righty, so with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. You have, by the way, links to all of these products down below in the description as always. And yeah, with that said, hope you all are gonna have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!